In the 79th episode of the A.S.A.P Tech News, we talk about the new AMD FidelityFX Super Resolution 2.0, the latest AMD graphics card drivers, EK Waterblock has a new leak tester, and Silverstone launched a new 160mm RGB case fan. We start with AMD and their FidelityFX Super Resolution 2.0 or FSR 2.0 for short. What this does in simple terms is improve the gaming performance by lowering the game's resolution and then applying an upscale so the visual quality remains the same while the performance is increased. The FSR 2.0, as the name suggests, is the second version of the FidelityFX Super Resolution. This new version brings out a new upscaling algorithm that uses temporal data for its output. With the new FSR, AMD is working to integrate the functionality into newer games and soon-to-be launched games. FSR will gain more functionality as more and more games and game engines start to implement it from the get-go. At the moment, only a handful of games take true advantage of the FSR technology, while others have had FSR added to them as an update. We continue with another AMD news, this time with their graphics card drivers, now at version 22.3.1. What this new driver release brings to the table is the removal of the Radeon name from the driver nomenclature. Other notable features included with this driver are the new FidelityFX Super Resolution 2.0, which we've talked about before, the Radeon image sharpening tool, and an update for the AMD Link software. In terms of fixed issues, this driver has some of those, thankfully. On some AMD graphics card products, such as the Radeon RX 6800 XT graphics card, the tuning page within the AMD Software Adrenalin edition may display incorrect preset selections after installing the latest AMD software. Fortunately, this one has been addressed. While playing Forza Horizon 5 on some AMD graphics cards, such as the Radeon RX 6800, longer than expected load times might be experienced when ray tracing is enabled and set at either medium or high ray tracing quality. Visual artifacts may be observed while playing It Takes Two on some AMD graphics cards, such as the Radeon RX 6900 XT. Enabling Radeon Chill for Steam VR may lead to inconsistent performance being experienced. And after disabling the hotkeys featured in AMD software, some hotkeys still function for some users when they restart the system. All of these have been addressed and fixed. Unfortunately, there are still many known issues left unresolved, such as while using Radeon Super Resolution on some resolutions, displays may produce a system hang. While playing Cyberpunk 2077 on some AMD graphics cards, such as the Radeon RX 570, some users may observe an issue when indoor areas appear darker than expected. Enhanced sync may cause a black screen to occur when enabled on some games and system configurations. Radeon performance metrics and logging features may randomly report extremely high and incorrect memory clock values. And finally, some users on Windows 10 may observe the absence of the Windows transparency IRO effect. Next, EK Waterblock has a new flexible leak tester, simply called Flex. This is just a tool meant to pressurize the liquid loop inside your system and show if there are any leaks. Usually any pressure tester would work just fine, but this one is made specifically to fit the water cooling tubing and fittings. The tester is made from metal and has an analog gauge for displaying the pressure, or lack of it. The connecting thread is a flexible tube that is compatible with all fitting dimensions. The EK Loop Leak Tester Flex is available for purchase for no less than 29.90 euros or the equivalent in US dollars. And finally, Silverstone launched the SharpForce 160 ARGB, a 160mm case fan that can be installed on 140mm fan mounts. The fan uses a fluid dynamic bearing system and has plenty of addressable RGB LEDs, and that's it. Actually no. In addition, it has a maximum speed of 1600 RPM and it can be completely stopped if required. The SharpForce 160 iRGB uses a modular cable system that allows you to use only the cables that you need. How good this system will be in the long run remains to be seen, as proprietary connectors are often not reliable and hard to find as replacements. Unfortunately, Silverstone did not reveal the pricing for this fan. And this is the end of the episode number 79 of the A.S.A.P Tech News, one of the few tech news series which aims to deliver you the news as fast as possible for your convenience.